All good things must come to an end, and yes, that means the caves in Phantasy Star Online must end as well. Welcome to the Abyss, folks. My name is Void Money, and today we're going to investigate the Waterway Shadow. So, the caves used to be that stage of PSO that I always hated doing, but I've gotta say that after going through all of the caves government quests up till now, and doing each floor a number of times, this is somewhat of a bittersweet ending. But nevertheless, we are here to complete the caves with the final caves government quest. As usual, head on over to the Bridge of the Pioneer 2 to speak to Momoka to read the description of Government Quest 2-4 Waterway Shadow. Mysterious thing seen in the underground waterway. Click through to check out the expanded description, which is about as descriptive as you might imagine. Make your way to the underground waterway in the caverns. Accept the quest to be heated into dialogue with Principal Tyrell.
I apologize for the very short notice.
Apology accepted.
Voidmon 3Y, please check out the underground waterway at once. Let me briefly give you a quick summary. You know about the caves beneath Ragol's surface.
You are aware I did all of the previous quests for you, right?
Yes, those are the ones I'm talking about. There's a waterway that connects those caves underground. We lost contact with one of our scout teams when they got near it.
Why do you even send these guys? Just send me, bro.
So, we sent out a search team, but we haven't heard back from them.
Really? You sent 2 teams who both got lost?
This does not bode well at all.
Yeah, no sh**.
I'll let Irene give you the rest of the details. Sorry, I'm counting on you.
Okay then, back to Irene.
Excuse me, please wait a moment.
Jeez, really?
There, thank you for waiting. Now let me explain the mission details. You are to make your way to the cavern waterway as quickly as possible. A teleporter has already been set with the first team's coordinates. You should be able to use that. Unfortunately, we don't have the coordinates directly to the waterway. So, after you arrive at the caves, please find the waterway with haste. The team's final message was this: there's a strange shadow in the water.
That sort of message always bodes well.
Voidmon 3Y, be careful. Others were sent before, but no one's returned.
I feel like once I complete all of these government quests, we should just go through and count exactly how many teams you've lost before sending me in. Like, seriously.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Take care, and good luck.
Thanks. Now on to Science Guy 1.
The monsters in the caves were mutations of the native wildlife, I think.
Short and sweet. Now on to Science Guy 2.
The different creatures in the cave seem to be mutated wildlife. Moreover, it doesn't look like it was just a freak random mutation, but something that was intentional and man-made.
And with that, we will head into the caves. Now unfortunately, if you were hoping this was going to be a quickie, you'd be wrong. You have to go through all 3 levels of the caves, and there isn't anything particularly different or interesting about them. And well, if you're like me and have to complete every possible path of an entire floor before moving on, this one can be a bit of a doozy. Nevertheless, once you get to the end, you'll find the teleport pad that was mentioned earlier, and it will take you to the Waterway passage where, inside, you will fight a creepy giant leech thing, reminiscent of some Resident Evil bosses. Actually, I think this game came out before the ones with the bosses I'm thinking of, so I guess maybe this inspired those. It's just a theory. A game theory. Anyway, yeah, you'll have to fight this giant leech thing, which is named Darola. Most of the time, you won't be able to hit it with melee attacks, as it will be attacking from a distance with a number of interesting patterns, including shooting lasers at you, spiny exploding barbs, and dropping rocks on you from the ceiling. Occasionally, it will dive onto the raft where you can hit it with a melee weapon. I recommend something that can hit multiple targets, such as the Partisan. It'll be super handy for eating up that HP. After a few rounds of this, you'll knock off that creepy mask, and the creature beneath will look more like a gross eel of some kind. Just keep up the strategy mentioned earlier until you done killed him for good. Once the creature is dead, you can collect the loot and then head back to the bridge to hand in the quest to Principal Tyrell.
I heard about the animals you've seen from the scientists at our lab.
They're not really animals. They look more like space pirates.
It seems that our initial perception of Ragol was wrong.
You don't say. You'd think maybe the explosion that rocked the entire planet the moment we arrived here might have been the first cue.
Based on recent data, Ragol isn't the paradise Pioneer 1 said it was. We still don't know the cause of the explosion, and we haven't heard anything from the people on Pioneer 1. Voidmon 3Y, please, continue investigating. As thanks for helping out our investigation, please accept this reward. Speak to Irene, she'll give it to you.
Aw, yeah. Give it to me, baby.
I'll keep you in mind for future jobs as well.
Yeah, how about you just forget about sending those other teams who just go missing anyways? You can depend on old Voidmon 3Y.
I look forward to seeing you put your skills into action.
7 quests in, and you're just saying this now. Anyway, head on over to Irene to accept your reward.
Great work, as always.
Hey, thanks for not putting me on hold this time.
Here, let me give you this reward item. I hope you're able to make good use of it.
You got a blade plus 10. Not bad. And now to talk to Science Guy 1.
And this big crustacean, it has a needle-shaped organ. It's probably used to inject sap into other animals.
Sap? Really?
I may be too hasty, but I think I have a theory. I think that this sap is mutating the native wildlife into monsters.
Sounds more like some kind of mutagenic secretion. But sure, keep calling it a sap. Anyway, on to Science Guy 2.
Think about it. All these incidents. If that huge creature was the cause, we should be safe now. And it was defeated by you, Voidmon 3Y, the skilled hunter. What do you think?
I think I'm ready for the next stage in this game.
Do you think more of those creatures exist? Nobody knows. Haha, there must be more. Hundreds of monsters like that.
That would be a convenient way to explain why you can fight bosses more than once. In any case, talk to Momoka to wrap up the quest for good. And with that, thank you so much for watching, friends. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. And if you like this kind of PSO content, a playlist is popping up on screen right now. Until next time, have fun and stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!